My name is Randall Hansen, and I'm the Director of the Joint Initiative in German and European Studies at the University of Toronto. And GIGUS is one of several centres supported in Canada by the German Academic Exchange Service. And through that support, we have a series of research clusters, one on the Holocaust, another one on immigration in post-war Germany, and a third on the political and military history of Germany. And much of my work really focuses on the last. I published one book and I'm working on another. The first book looks at the bombing campaign over Germany in World War II. It came out with Doubleday and it's called Fire and Fury, the Allied bombing of Germany. And like many books on the topic, it focuses on really two questions. Was the area bombing of German cities strategically useful? Did it help to win the war? And was it morally acceptable? And I argue in the book, as others have done, that it was not strategically useful, and that towards the end of the war, at least, it was immoral. I think if there's a new contribution in that book, it's making the point that the evidence for both those propositions was available at the time. So in arriving at that judgment, we're not using retrospective reasoning, if you will. The second book, which is a follow-up to that one, looks at German resistance to Adolf Hitler after July 20th, 1944, the day on which Klaus von Stauffenberg tried to kill Hitler. And two things motivate that book. The first is that the vast majority of books on the German resistance, almost all of them, end with Stauffenberg's attempt. I want to start there and consider and reflect on German resistance right through until the end of the war. The second, and it's related to that, is that much of the historical literature on Germany during the last year of the war emphasizes a sort of fanatical will to fight on to the very last day, that the Wehrmacht fought on to the bitter end, resulting in massive destruction and needless loss of life. Now that story is absolutely broadly true, but what the focus on that has obscured, in my view, is the fact that there were pockets of very important disobedience where senior officers, low-ranking officers, civilians worked together to disobey Hitler's orders, and in so doing saved many, many lives and preserved at least part of Germany's industrial infrastructure for the post-war recovery.